After watching Pressure Lock's Halloween Spectacular, when it comes to views, it was tremendously bad. Only 1.1 million viewers actually watched this. And that might not be good for season 7. It might get canceled for this, but it's just only one episode. And I feel terrible about this. But don't feel bad because there's gonna be a holiday extravaganza for the 3 shows, despite Pressure Lock and Celebrity Wheel of Fortune being delayed. Back in November 1st, 2024, they announced that they're gonna have the holiday extravaganza for the ABC's Holiday Fun and Games, ABC Christmas Fun and Games, like Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, Pressure Lock, and Celebrity Family Feud. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune had the most holiday extravaganza episodes out there since 2021. 4 of them indeed. Pressure Lock has 3 holiday extravaganzas. And Celebrity Family Feud only has 2. This year, there's no the $100,000 Pyramid holiday extravaganza, that sucks. It's a shame that we don't even get to see the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Lucky 13 holiday specials. Well, that sucks. I wish we want to see the holiday related questions like in Pressure Luck did a few years ago. On December 2nd, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune will start first with Chance the Rapper, Dionne Warwick, and Lil Jon. Have Not fans are gonna like this. As for Pressure Lock, we got the third ever holiday extravaganza, which is supposed to be Team 2's fan favorite show. We already got the whammy poses and the whammy animations from last year. Why not add some whammy animations like the Grinch whammy or the 12 Days of Christmas whammy? That would have been so cool to see 2 more whammy animations. The Grinch was the perfect idea for this. As for Celebrity Family Feud, there's gonna be only one game. Shaquille O'Neal versus Sherri Shepherd. Speaking of Lucky 13 game show host, Shaquille O'Neal is back on Celebrity Family Feud, but this time playing against Sherri Shepherd. And I almost forgot, Sherri Shepherd was on Celebrity Family Feud since 2019, correct me if I'm wrong. 2 of the celebrities will be returning this year for a holiday special. And I bet this is going to be an hour-long game. They're going to have 2 singing performances from last year, and the goal will be 500 points. That means 5 rounds will be played. The 3 of them are singles, the next is double, and the other one is triple. And we already know that last year we had a sudden death that the point values are worth quadruple. I thought there's an opportunity for a double sudden death, but that's not the case here. That was more as a surprise. And one more thing, guys. If the winning team wins the fast money, they win $50,000. But for the losing team who did not go to the fast money will also win $25,000. Steve Harvey announced this before round 2 of the fast money round. I wonder what happens if you don't get to 200 points. $10,000 or what? Didn't say they're gonna get $5,000 for their favorite charity for the losing team who didn't make it to the fast money round. But we'll see what happens when this episode comes out on December 4th. So now, days later, I already made a bingo. 3 of them now. And this is my final result for the Pressure Lock's Halloween Spectacular. I was so close, man. And for the ABC Summer Fun and Games bingo, I somehow got another bingo, which this time is the first column. Well, I did say 4 whammies in a row, but that was technically, they hit 4 whammies in a row. 3 of them, which I believe from the Halloween Spectacular, Saya had terrible luck losing $110,000, and freaking getting 3 whammies was adding salt to a wound. And Adam actually hit the first whammy on the first spin during the bonus game. Well, it is 4 whammies in a row. It doesn't mean they're out of the game. I should have known that. But that's okay. So now, let's reveal our bingos of Celebrity Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, and Pressure Luck. So here we go. I will decide to swap the $1 million winner and the double $1 million wedge out there because I'll try to make things possible more easier. So, here's my bingo of Have Not Celebrity Wheel of Fortune Secret Santa Bingo 2024. Well, you guessed it. Every space are returning like the $1 million loss, $100,000 fail, double $1 million wedges, double loser turns, and $1 million winner. The first square is winner back to back. It's possible to win as a celebrity 2 times in 1 hour, twice going to the bonus game. The second square is the $50,000 winner. Obviously, we need an envelope to do this. The third square is out of consonants. That means you'll hear the sound. The out of consonants text doesn't even show. It'll play a specific sound. That means you cannot spin the wheel. It's either buy every vowel or solve the puzzle. Speaking of, we'll talk about that later. The fifth square is all bonus round help. That means all the consonants and vowels are on the board. All 4 of them. All 4 letters in bonus gauges should be helpful. The sixth square is the $50,000 loss. Yes, anything can happen. And then there's the 8th square called the puzzle solve fail. And I'm not talking about the bonus game loss. We'll talk about that later. It's in the main game. You can possibly fail to solve the puzzle. It will still play the buzzer sound. And you will lose your turn. Rarely happens before. The 9th square is the bonus game symbol and star. I know you guys are thinking that every time we go to the bonus wheel, there's a bunch of letters. Rarely going to land on symbols and stars. And there's the 10th square, not to be confused by a $1 million loss. This is a $1 million wedge loss. It only happens if you go bankrupt or you lose this wedge if you lose the round. That means you have to pick it up again. But don't worry, if you lose this $1 million wedge, they'll be placed back other than being gutted from existence. I just don't remember. There's the 11th square called the $75,000 winner. I've seen a couple winners like this before, so often. And then there's the 12th square, which is known as the double bonus game loss. That means they lost bonus games twice in 1 hour. I've seen this happen last year. No, 2 years because of the biggest loss. In 2023, they made it better. They won $100,000 last year, I think. Who knows? There's the 13th square called the free space. We already know we're always going to be placing on. There's the 14th square, which is the opposite of all bonus round help, known as no bonus round help. That means none of the consonants or vowels are even on the board, so good luck winning this. The 15th square is the $75,000 loss. Yes, I've seen that before. It's not even a big of a deal, unlike the syndicated version. There's the double bonus game win. This is the 16th square. Means that they won both minigames consecutively in 1 hour. That's awesome. The 17th square is called the clean sweep round. Like I mentioned before, since the out of consonants won, that means you have to say all the consonants and vowels on the board before solving the puzzle. Yeah, rarely happens, but that wastes time in the final round. Try not to be greedy though. The 18th square is the $25,000 loss. I've seen this so often because they barely win $25,000, which is the lowest one of all the values. There's the 20th square called the toss-up fail. I have never seen this ever so often. If this occurs, it plays the bonus round time-up sound, the double buzz sound. That means they failed to solve the puzzle. You're all wrong. Congratulations. Remember that stuff? Remember that video before? I only seen this only once or twice on Celebrity version. Every toss-up they're always gonna win, rarely losing. Not everything can be a winner. The 21st one is, speaking of the devil, $25,000 winners. The lowest amount, like I mentioned before, you won't see that many $25,000 winners before. And then there's the 22nd square. Double bankrupt in a row. Yes, there are multiple bankrupt wedges out there. The 21st square is the $100,000 winner. Yup. This season, since season 3, they can actually throw confetti and streamers all over the entire studio. Reason why now it did that, because one celebrity felt bad for losing the million and he came back only with 100. Unfortunately, he did not get the $1 million wedge. That would have been like a miracle from a loss to a win. Doesn't matter because 4 of them are just 100,000. One of them should have been the million. The 24th square is a lose a turn wedge twice in a row. Come on, there's only one lose a turn square. Why always hit it twice? Very rare for one revolution. And I think that's it. Don't miss Celebrity Wheel of Fortunes on December 2nd at 8/7 Central. This is a holiday extravaganza of 3 rappers. Now, let's talk about the next bingo. Next, we're gonna move on to the Team 2's Pressure Lock Holiday Extravaganza Bingo 2024. Well, Pressure Lock got the most holiday extravaganzas at Halloween and 4th of July. Now, the squares itself is the same as before. The Take the Lead loss is the first square, $1 million winner is the second, bonus game bailout this time on third, the 4th square is lose a whammy, the 5th square is pick a corner, 6 squares across the board, the 7th square is whammied out, the 8th square is take the lead plus 1 spin win, the 9th square is time up, the 10th square is double your money, 0, the 11th square is the big 5-0 win, the 12th square is the 5 prizes hidden total in the entire episode, the 14th square is the free space, the 14th square is double your money, 1 spin hit, the 15th square is the prize of Palooza square, the 16th square is the question set draw, the 17th square is move 1 space hit, the 18th square is the bonus game win, the 19th square is a 4-peat whammy, the 20th square is add a 1 win, the 21st square is the bonus game loss, the 22nd square is the big bucks 3 times square, the 21st square is the add a 1 100,000, the 24th square is a question set miss, and the 25th square is the big 5-0 loss. Well, anything can happen in Pressure Luck, so hopefully it's better in Holiday Extravaganza. We had a $240,000 loss before. Hopefully that will never happen. We're going to be moving on into the final bingo board. Last but not least, it's the CloudYAY Celebrity Family Feud Christmas Bingo. Let's talk about the first out of the 25 squares. First one is the Fast Money Win. Simple as that, they won $50,000. The second one is a 600 and 699 point range. Now they actually reached 600 points after the triple round, obviously. The third square is the number 1 answer that it's missing. And I'm not talking about fast money, I'm talking about the main game. Yes, some few occasions, they just forgot the number 1 answer. The 4th square is the painful fast money loss. That means they lost in a worse way to lose fast money, like a difference of at least 10 points, or 20. There's the 5th square called the double clean sweep round. That means they cleared the board no matter if they steal twice. The 6th square is the face-off time up. Yeah, you'll hear the buzzer noise, the strike. Yeah, you just time yourself up for like 2 seconds. The 7th square is a face-off draw. I seen that occasion with Anthony Anderson that, for example, the other challenger got the number 3 answer. That is worth 20 points. And for Anthony Anderson, they got the number 2 answer, I believe, the same as 20 points. But only the first person to get 20 points actually gets to decide pass or play. I've seen that before. Anthony Anderson seems jealous. The 8 square is all number 1 answers in fast money. That's a very rare occurrence though. Who knows? And the 9th square is the most obvious one. Steve Harvey getting mocked on the board. Steve Harvey's like, this better not be up there. And they did. And the answer actually knocked him off the board. The 10th square is the same answer. That means they actually repeated the same answer. Even if they do, they're gonna have a different answer because it's the same. Number 11 is 501 through 599 point range. That means with a difference of 500 points they win the game from 501 to 599. The 12th question is the steal win. For an example, after they got 3 strikes, the opponent gets to steal, and no matter which any round, this should count. The 14th square is the free space. That means, obviously, you guessed it. And the 14th square is the triple clean sweep round. Like the double clean sweep round, you have to do the same thing 3 times. Clear the board, no matter if they steal, 3 times. The 15th square is 3 straight wins. That means the team actually won 3 times in total. The 60th square is the NSFW answer. If this is very inappropriate, like for an example, I don't want to say anything because I don't want my video to be taken down. Yeah, any answer, even if it's not up there or it is, it's gonna be up there. On the board. On the bingo board. The 70th square is a sudden death win. That means they won on the first try. The only one answer can do. The 80 square is supposed to be the 500 point exacto. That means 500 points exactly, but it's unlikely gonna happen. The 19th square is the clean sweep round. We talked about double and triple, but you can clear the board only once. And then there is the 20th square, 700 to 799 point range. Yes, the maximum you could get is 798. That is going to be very rare. The 21st square is the fast money 200 exacto. That means I've seen few occasions that they got exactly 200 points and they won the 50. Well, originally they won $25,000 on Celebrity, syndicated on 20. The 22nd square is the timeout square. Anytime you take too long besides the face-off, you'll get a strike if you're not saying anything. The 23rd square is 2 straight wins. Like the 3 straight wins, the team had won rounds 2 times consecutively. There is a 24th square called the face-off fail. It's similar to the timeout face-off, but that's the incorrect answer other than a timeout during the face-off. And then there's the 25th square, the sudden death fail. Obviously, you guessed it. I've seen few occasions like this before. I don't know we're gonna get the sudden death for the second time. When I first time watching Celebrity Family Feud's Holiday Extravaganza, the goal is 500 points. That means there's 5 rounds, which is going to be almost impossible to skip the 5th round, which is known as the triple. So this will not gonna be included though. So, and that's it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the ABC's Christmas Fun and Games announcements for today. But they did announce yesterday that the $100,000 pyramid are returning in March of 2025, which is next year's. And Celebrity Jeopardy will be returning too on January 2025. But we have no idea what's going to happen to Celebrity Wheel and Pressure Luck. Are they going to delay it for the 3rd time now? I don't know. We'll talk about this later. So that's it, guys. Like and subscribe if you want to see some more news about this. This is Subject 36 Touchdown 9 signing off.